They say if you look hard enough, you'll find what you're not ready for. I never wanted to be that guy. The suspicious husband, checking texts, following his wife around like a detective in a bad TV drama. But when things started to change between me and Natalie, it wasn't paranoia, it was instinct. We'd been married for 10 years. No kids yet, though we had tried. We both blamed stress, timing, bad luck. I never imagined blaming another man. Natalie was my world. I supported her through college, stayed by her side when she lost her mother, celebrated every promotion, and gave her every ounce of trust one had. She worked in marketing, charming, social, and brilliant at making people feel seen. I used to love watching her work a room. Now I realize that wasn't just work. The first crack appeared last December. It was our anniversary. I made dinner reservations at the place where I proposed. I had a small ring box in my coat pocket. Not an engagement ring, obviously, but a sapphire pendant she pointed out months ago. It felt symbolic. 10 years of fresh start. She came home late, breathless, makeup slightly smudged, in a red dress I hadn't seen before. I thought we were doing something tomorrow, she said, casually kicking off her heels. Tomorrow? I showed her the text. Can't wait for dinner tonight, blue heart. She blinked at it like it was in another language. Oh, that? I thought you meant tomorrow, Friday. It was Thursday, and she always double-checked plans. Always. I should have said something then. Instead, I let it slide. Told myself work must be draining her. But from that night on, I watched her more closely, and what I saw hollowed me out. It started with her phone, flipped over more often, new password, sudden silence in conversations when I walked in. Then came the perfume. Not the scent. She always wore perfume. But when? She'd spritz it just before work dinners, despite saying she was meeting her female coworkers. And the gym? She hadn't set foot in one in years. Suddenly, she had a personal trainer named Chase. Chase didn't exist. I checked. The gym had no record of her ever having a session booked. The final straw? A receipt I found in the laundry. 2 entrees, 2 glasses of wine, 1 hotel room. Not even from a date. I was out of town. No, it was the same night she claimed to be at her sister's apartment binge-watching Netflix. That's when I decided I needed proof. I didn't want to explode. I wanted the truth. I bought a small voice-activated recorder and hid it in her car. Installed a GPS tracker she'd never notice. And the next time she said she was staying late at work, I followed her. It was raining hard. The kind of rain that makes everything feel colder. I parked a few streets away and waited. At 7:34 p.m., she came out of the office building, but not alone. He was tall, athletic, early 40s maybe. His hand found the small of her back before they reached his car. Then he kissed her. Not a peck. Not a maybe we're just friends kiss. It was hungry, familiar, rehearsed. She laughed, threw her head back the same way she used to with me, and then they drove away together. I followed at a distance, heart pounding. They stopped at a boutique hotel 15 minutes away. I watched her walk inside hand in hand with this man I'd never seen, into a room that was already waiting. I didn't sleep that night. Couldn't. The next day, I printed the GPS logs, timestamps, even a hotel receipt I later requested anonymously. I had screenshots of text messages I'd restored from a backup, flirty, dirty, explicit. Some of them sent while I was cooking her dinner. The next evening, I made her favorite, lasagna, garlic bread, red wine. She walked in humming like nothing was wrong. I let her eat. I let her pour herself a second glass. Then I slid the folder across the table. "What's this?" she asked mid-sip. "You tell me." She opened it and flipped through. First the GPS logs, then the hotel receipt, then the screenshots, and then silence. Her face went blank, then flushed. "This isn't what it looks like," she muttered. I laughed. "It's exactly what it looks like." She completely loses it. That's when she snapped. First came the denial. "You're crazy. You're controlling. You went through my stuff? You spied on me?" Then the deflection. "If you had been present the last 2 years, if you weren't so emotionally distant, I wouldn't have looked elsewhere." Next the attack. You're pathetic. You had to follow me? Bug my car? What kind of man does that? She stood up so fast the wine glass spilled. You want a show? She screamed, voice cracking. Fine. Yes, I cheated. Yes, it felt good. He made me feel alive, something you stopped doing years ago. I didn't move. She stormed toward the bedroom, slamming drawers, throwing clothes into a duffel bag. This is your fault, she yelled from the hallway. You were never enough. Not exciting enough, not man enough. Then she came back out, tears now streaming, makeup ruined, fists clenched. You ruined my life, she whispered. You ruined our life, I replied. She stood there, breathing hard, eyes wild. Then, without another word, she walked out the door. It's been 6 months. I filed for divorce the following week. She tried to delay it, claimed emotional distress. Her lawyer asked for half of everything. My lawyer sent the photos, the recordings, the hotel receipts. The case didn't last long. She moved in with the other man, though, according to a mutual friend, that crashed and burned within weeks. Apparently, he was also married. Classic. She called once. I didn't pick up. She texted after the divorce finalized. I miss us. I didn't reply. Some betrayals are too deep to forgive. Some lies are too intricate to untangle. And some people only feel regret when the consequences hit them in the face. She wasn't sorry for what she did, just sorry she got caught. I don't know what comes next for me, but I do know this. I gave her everything, and she threw it away for a thrill. She lost a husband who would have walked through fire for her, and now she's just a memory. A broken, screaming, unforgettable warning. Never ignore your instincts. Never trust a liar with a second chance. And never be afraid to walk away, no matter how loud they scream when you expose them. The first few weeks after she left were chaos. The silence in the house was deafening. Her perfume still lingered on the couch cushions. Her coffee mug was still on the drying rack. Every corner of the home echoed memories I didn't want anymore. But slowly, the quiet stopped feeling like an absence and started feeling like peace. I changed the locks, donated her things, took time off work, and flew to the coast for a few days. No distractions, no noise, just the sound of waves and a chance to breathe again. People always say that heartbreak comes with anger, grief, pain, and yes, it did. But what they don't talk about is clarity. The kind that only comes when everything fake falls away. I realized I had loved someone who didn't truly exist, not anymore. Maybe not ever. She wasn't the person I married. That woman was either a mask or had vanished long ago, and I'd spent years loving a ghost, hoping she'd come back. She didn't, and I'm finally okay with that. One last encounter. 2 months ago, I ran into her by accident. Grocery store. She looked thinner. Hollow. Wore sunglasses indoors. She froze when she saw me, like she expected me to yell or throw something. I didn't. Just nodded. Calm. Collected. I think that rattled her more than anything else ever could. She whispered, "You look different." I smiled. "I am." And I walked away. Today, I'm seeing someone new. Not rushing things. We're taking it slow. Her name's Leah. She's gentle. Real. No drama. She laughs with her whole heart and doesn't make me feel like I have to earn basic love. But the best part? She tells the truth. And for the first time in years, I feel safe. Not in a fairy tale way, but in the real way. The kind of safe where you can sleep soundly at night, knowing the person beside you doesn't wear masks, doesn't keep secrets, and doesn't twist the truth. That kind of peace is worth everything. Natalie? She lost her mind when the lie crumbled. She screamed, she blamed, she played the victim. But in the end, the truth won, and I walked out free.